Well, howdy folks, and welcome back to your home port. I'm Harbor Master Hugh, and today I've got just the facts on the Tier 2 German destroyer, the V-25. As one of the most numerous class of ships in the German Navy, maybe they had as much fun sailing these as I have. This is one fun little ship, let me tell you. As you can imagine, this ship is built with speed in mind, so thick armor is not one of its characteristics, having only 6 to 9 millimeters anywhere on board. Indeed, even the Citadel is this lightly armored and occupies a fairly large area within the ship, as you can see here. Perhaps the worst part of this situation is that the Citadel sticks up so far out of the water. Hit this ship above the waterline amidships and you will surely Citadel it. When you first put to sea in the V-25, you head out with 88mm deck guns. That's pretty lightly armed, and consider also that there are only 3 of them. There is an upgrade that will bump you up to 105mm guns that have an 8.3 kilometer fire range, but there is still only 3 of them. This is not a gunboat. Having said that, it is worth noting that the guns do have penetrating power for their tier, being able to penetrate and do damage to most of its opponents. And they reload in only 4 seconds and turn 180 degrees in just 18 seconds. This is pretty good. Maximum HE and AP damage of 1200 and 2300 hit points respectively also lets your opponents feel their bite. As you might imagine, a small ship like this is fairly hard to spot on the open ocean with a detectability distance of 5.4 kilometers. And by air, that falls to a paltry 2.5 kilometers, allowing a 2.9 kilometer buffer in which you can stealth fire your 8.3 kilometer range guns. Torpedoes are alright at Tier 2, having a maximum range, after being upgraded, of 6 kilometers. Just as good as the Tirpitz, but with a much better reload. Only 38 seconds. Not much room there before the 5.4 kilometer detectability range. You do have access to the smoke consumable, which you will want to make use of, as well as the engine power boost for when your smoke runs out. The torpedoes are quite slow actually, only 49 knots, so you will want to get as close to your opponent as you can before letting them fly. That's a tough deal on a small and a very vulnerable ship like this, so you've got to be a pretty daring captain here. It's a good thing the ship is fairly quick at 36 knots, has a tight turning circle of 440 meters, and an excellent rudder shift time of 2.1 seconds to keep you twisting and turning to avoid enemy fire. Well folks, those are just the facts on the V-25, the Tier 2 German destroyer. Despite what appear to be a few poor specifications in certain areas, let me assure you that this ship is a lot of fun, and I'm fairly confident if you already like destroyers, you will really enjoy this ship as well. Well folks, there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. If you really enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments. As well, be sure to visit my social media pages, both on Facebook and Twitter. This is where I post info that, well, not belonging in a video, it's worth taking a look at. I would also like to give a shout out to my Patreon supporters. You folks are making a huge difference for me. If you like what I do and enjoy the community all of us humans are building, please consider supporting the mission via my Patreon page. There are quite a few options with varying levels of support. Maybe one of them will suit you. Links to all things in the video description. Alright folks, thanks very much for stopping by and watching. I'll catch you next time.